Hi traders and welcome to the PL Capital Forex Report. I'm your host Paul. Today is Sunday, July 2nd, and in this video I want to look at the US dollar index, the euro, the pound, the CAD, and the yen. So let's go. All right, looking at the 4-hour chart of the US dollar index. Last week we were up here, and after that big move up, was wanting a pullback for one more wave up. And it played out perfectly, actually. So now we've got our ABC, and the only question is that going to be all the correction? I believe so. You know, this 5-wave move down, this impulsive wave, we got our correction into a good zone. I don't see why they wouldn't want to just start heading on down now. So, but it could just be that this ABC that'll be just like the A or a W wave, and then you'll get like a 3-wave move down, and then still come back up one more time and break this. But either way, even if they come up and break this C level that they set, 103.54, it's only for one more wave up before they come and take out that low. Because when we look at the bigger picture, I think this is just going to be a big running flat here. We had that 5-wave move down, 3 waves up, and I think that'll be A. And now this is all B wave. So 3 waves for A, 3 for B, and then this will be 1, 2, come down, break this low, 179. That'll be the C wave. So now that'll be A, B, C for B. And then this, when they do come and break this will be a really great trade, because this will be a pretty impulsive trade, price movement, just like this A wave. This C wave will come shooting up, and then you'll have your A, B, C, and then they'll resume back down and break that low again. So I'm going to have a couple of really sharp moves, and that's why I believe that this ABC is going to be all the correction, and now this will be a pretty quick sell-off to break 179. So I'm expecting down. Now they've already started the down move starting on Friday. That was a pretty quick sell-off. So I'd expect, now you're going to get a little bit of a correction, and then, so if you're not already in the sell, you could wait for a pullback, and then that's going to be setting you up real nice for a good trade. All right, euro. Yeah, so euro, we were over here last week, and we just had the start of a down and wanted a 3-wave. Now I thought they would come down a little bit further, but they didn't. So that's the only concern I have about the dollar index. Like this, it could be all the correction, but that could also just be the A, and then they've already started to come up. Maybe they'll have a pullback, one more up, and then still one more down into this 1082 down to maybe 1077, somewhere in there. So that it could still do one more wave down, but definitely I'd only be looking for buy setups to not only take out the 101.101, but also eventually then to take out that high. So buy setups only is what I see for the euro. And the pound. So now the pound, because I was expecting this to be creating a running flat, and it just keeps pushing up. And so I took another look at this whole move up, and now I see it totally, not totally different, but just a different pattern in play. So I see this as the impulse, and now I see this little expanding flat here. And actually I need to go all the way out here. Actually, let me go out to the weekly just real quick. I totally missed this. I don't know how I missed this, but this is coming down in the diagonal. So, 1, 2, 3 to there. So that's 1, and then 1, 2, 3 waves. That's 2, and then there was this big running flat, 1, 2, 3. So that was 3. So they're coming up in 3 waves. I was thinking that they needed to come up in 5 waves, but it's going to be 3, probably like into this zone here, and then they're going to come back down for 5 and give you, I believe this will be a diagonal, leading diagonal. So let me zoom back in now. So now that it has to be 3 waves, that's why I looked at, now that's why I see this. I totally missed it. This is a expanding flat here. So this is 1, correction 2, and now they're giving you an ending diagonal. And that makes so much more sense to me. So 3 waves for 1, and you had that running flat, 1, 2, 3 waves down there for 2, and then you had 3 waves up for 3. And I do see for the pound, I see 1 wave there, 2nd wave, and here's an impulse here for the 3rd wave. So we've got 3 waves for 4. So that's why I think 4 is in, and you should only be looking for buy setups. Now, just like the euro, it looks like you almost have the start. Well, no, they do have. Oops, they do have 3 waves already. Because this could be like 1, 2, and then I see like right here is 1, 2, and this looks like a 3, and they came down in 3 waves already. So the pound could actually come up one more time for the 5th wave of, this will be the 3rd wave, because then you still got this here, right? 1, 2, this will be, they'll finish 3, and then they'll come back down for 4, and then resume up for 5. So I see the pound needs to come up and break this 127.27 level, and that'll be the 3rd wave, and then you get another correction. So just like the euro, the pound should only be bought, I think, for dips, and it's looking like it's making an impulse right now, and so every time it pulls back, I'd be looking for buys there. All right, CAD. So the CAD looks like it finally finished this down move and is now, it had a big strong move up, and it's got 3 waves, and so I'm expecting actually that the CAD could push up and out. So I'd only be looking for buys in the dollar CAD. Take out that previous high, and then once it breaks, then you got to wait and see, because that could be just like the start of a leading diagonal, and then you might get a big correction down for 2. So I'd only be looking for buys either from the current level, or if this makes a bigger correction, maybe this is just the A wave down to here, and they're coming up for B, and then they'll still come down for C. But anywhere in this 132 down to like 131, if they do come down here, this would be a great place to start looking for a buy setup. But they could be just pushing up and out already, because it got 3 waves already, so that could be all the correction. So I'd be just looking for buy setups on the dollar CAD. And the yen. All right, so the yen is just really strong, and now you finally are getting some strong divergence, and it looks like the descending diagonal completed. And then if we zoom all the way out, I see this as all the correction. So 1, 2, and then you got, so that was A, came down for B, and then created a big Oops, over here. 5-wave impulse for C. So A, B, C. And so now I'd be expecting the dollar, and it already started, to start pushing down. So, you know, it probably needs to go a little bit more, and then you'll get a little bigger correction before it starts to resume. But I'd only be a seller of the dollar yen there. Okay, that's what I see on the Forex pairs. Hope that helps. Thanks for your likes and support. Good luck and see you in the next video.